Nice bird song. They know us well. Like I touched on in a previous episode, in a semi-desert oasis, it just fills right up with life. There's thousands of birds displaced from their seasonal nesting home when they cut it back last time. And keep in mind, farmers, you want to get rid of birds, then you'll have an insect problem. So you just scare away birds. And train them to go eat elsewhere. Or would you sooner poison your insects and yourself off, and your land, and all the biota that lives in it, which is like, sure you can go hydroponics for a while, but the only way you can sustainably keep soil base is to have good soil abiotics. I'm not saying that right. Atmosphere and biota. Because without them, they can't break nothing down and turn it into something the plants can grow in. And I know the fall bird banging, get the fuck out of my orchard or vineyard. Vineyard around here, that's all we have left now. When they mowed all this back and then sprayed everything down with 6 or 7 liberal coats of herbicides, like glyphosate and 2 others in that mix. You can go back, there's videos on it. If anyone's interested, I'll eventually... It was called River Road before it was Horsetail Road. I'll eventually put it all under a playlist. Maybe after I finish adding these lovely roses. Oh, it just smells so beautiful here, guys. Once, just for the hell of it, I picked a bunch of roses. Not here. This is when I was a lot younger. And made some hair wash with it. Yeah, it was great. Just for kind of an experiment. This was in a real rainy place up northeast of here. The Eagle Valley. I lived in the 80s. 10 years. 10 years worth. Was spread out towards a little place called Melaqua, BC. Melaqua. Hey, which meant, what? Big mosquito? Yeah. It was all kind of swamp bottom. Mountains were a lot higher than these. These are mostly quite a different thing. It's in the Monashee mountain range, which is my backyard. That was 38 acres of swamp and 2 acres of usable sand. Oh, just lovely. Except for the place was too damn wet. Makes the fur go all moldy. So what else do we got here for flowers? This is the old sand pit, of course. I was kind of saving that for spring of 2011, or finish reconfabulating my gear and go gold panning. But, World War III had to start with NATO, doing the Israelis' bidding, starting with Libya. Well, not really, they actually started long before that, but that was the front. as you guys know, just go to the start of the list. Well, and then they had to let Chernobyl or Fukushima blow up. They actually, Japan TEPCO plant with the GE Mark II reactors. Or I think I'm getting the description right. GE's early model, anyhow. Yeah, see. The yards are looking just good. We're actually getting a nice, wet, cool spring. I guess like everywhere in the northern hemisphere, as whatever is happening down in the southern hemisphere is happening. Well, basically the southern dynamo was shut down as we mucky about what could be a long or a millennium, many millennia long pole reversal process, or the influence from near local space or astrosphere's interaction with the local interstellar cloud, which is a supernova remnant from 3 million years back. From the Scorpius Centaurus Association. Again, just go down in the playlist and read all about it, which has other people's stuff, not just my kind of wantonish style of blather, which I know often isn't too clear to anyone but me, but just, you know, who they're really really intended for, me and the dogs. But, you know, if anyone can gain anything out of my efforts, well, so be it. You all know what I'm in this for. It's right on the left-hand side of my channel. Well, I mean, for a little bit, anyhow, until YouTube fucks us over again. Okay, there. Don't have to go climbing the hills. There you go. This is kind of like a thistle. Not related, I don't know, maybe it's a mustard. Yeah, these ones aren't quite ready. Some kind of weird fern. I've seen something sort of similar elsewhere, but... Hey guys, oh, don't go over there. Oh, irises are coming up good with this extra rain. Making up for that real dry early spring we had, that's for sure. We haven't had much rain. Well, you know, it was enough to get the ground wet, the root zone wet, and then it's been just enough to keep it from drying out too quick, but let it warm up. Well, I thought I saw some cactuses over here, cactus flower. And that's really what I wanted to show you guys, because you're probably bored with the roses by now, I'm guessing. Because you don't smell them like we do. See, smell-o-vision. Not yet, YouTube. You still have to work on your universal translation and not fucking everyone's business plan over every 14 months. Turds. You know you're liable for that. You could have had such a great, prosperous thing already that it would have been fucking 1,000 times the size. No, you had to fucking compete. You put these fucking social paths in for your CEOs knowing that's exactly what they would do. Your fucking governments that are working on our tax money and at our liabilities and expenses. Fucking turds. Especially you long since Romanized countries like US, where it's a rite of passage into adulthood. Well, now adulthood for male and female, to go out and murder innocents in another country entirely at your own peril. Well, except for the war reparations that your surviving kinfolk are going to have to pay, solely for the benefit of the rich bastards that own your government. Oh, did I forget to mention at the expense of the victims, the direct victims, at the end of your big tax bombs, the effigy of your sweat and brow that you foolishly let sociopathic killers take from you? And I'm not talking peacekeepers that are left with absolutely no other way to resolve than to defend someone coming through their border. You all fucking know I put my fucking existence and my comfort and everything on the line many times to serve the peace. You know, we're on the exact same page, at least intention-wise. I'm not so sure about what you or the public perception, anyhow. I assume that's why you guys got into being peacekeepers, peace officers, and the taxpayer that doesn't hold up to their responsibilities to you and hold you honest and pure and make that the way to be. We've gotten into a terminal competitive state, this here Homo sapien thing, and it's affecting all the species, so out of balance. Well, I hope this beautiful cactus flower, and there will be more soon, I think, unless I start up to 40 Celsius tomorrow, I think these ones are all going to bloom. Oh, lovely. So, you know, all you fuckers that want to sit back there and you tell yourself whatever kind of fucking deception from the useless little imbecile adult infant with, if I just believe Big Daddy or aliens or whatever, or God, he's gonna come out of the sky and no, not even the dogs are going to go against man's will. Only man will stand beside his own will, one way or another, either by nature or by sentient will. You want to keep playing this terminal competitiveness? Well, it ain't gonna be long now. You all know how unsustainable it is. Nobody wants to turn around. Nobody wants to risk their ass standing up. Well, not nobody, but not nearly enough. 1%, one will get you 10. So you got 1%, then you got 10%, and then you got all the people. No fucking leaders anymore. It's Ragnarok time. Doom of the powers, doom of the gods, however you want to mistranslate that. Doom of the stars, and all that their light reflects off of. Alright, you stupid fucking Homo sapiens. 8,000 years is up. Go up out of the nest. You've gotten totally out of balance with reality and your existence and everyone else's. Nope. You foolishly and then you intentionally, through sociopathic denial and lying, fucked with their life matrix. Stand up and turn it fucking around. Don't give me that. Well, they're gonna beat me up and shoot me if I don't give them the money. My money, my slavery, my servitude to do this, and my authority. Quit fucking excuse making. Quit letting fucking people off the hook for their fucking cowardly illness. These sociopaths can't help themselves. They're part of the beast now. They have to be denied all power, all authority to do what's unjust, and just leave them with one path and one path only. No, that's not termination with violence. I'll just let you figure out what's the meaning of life, the first meaning of all life, whether you're a blade of grass, a dog, a hominid, a succulent, or a rose bush. Survival. What the fuck are you doing going against it? So you can have like 10,000 buffalo or 10,000 deer or whatever piled and rotting in a mass. So rank that not even the bacteria can thrive in it. So putrid that the land would be rendered salted and toxic. Are you fucked? Can't you see the meaning of life? Just look at anything that lives. And figure it out from there. And I think you know what I mean. There it is. Cindy? I really do. Solar winds are finally letting down. And without reliable data that's worth looking at, I'm just going to say those 3 X flares that went off before Earth and just kept going and kind of joined up with separation would have made it great, being primarily hydrogen, ionized hydrogen, mostly montoneric, I would imagine, without actually looking at great detail at each of those 3 CMEs, X flares. From starting about 14 days ago. Yeah, so they're just like an umbrella, and obviously cutting off the background pushback. And well, now you got a good vacuum, so even though there's no coronal hole, our solar wind has been up like double. You know, 750. It's still pretty high. It was at 5.5 this Tuesday afternoon. Last time I looked. Yeah. And there is a large coronal hole coming too, so north oriented, right in the center. So if that's the case, you'll see it pick right up unproportionally, because, well, proportionally to an absence of a cosmic pushback from all the stars. Because if we've got an umbrella, you know, and those 3 CMEs just keep spreading out to the magnetopause, the bubbly. I'll put a link down there. NASA made a nice representation out of it, based on Pioneer and Voyager data. Was it? You know, and we're talking normally about, as if there is such a thing as normal in space weather. 1 light year out. Cindy bag, stay in the yard. At the nose to 3 light years out up the tail. Only at the tail it doesn't quite get like a throffy shield or comforter. So, you know, that's where the stardust goes. The soul plasma, the angel, goes out there, and if it doesn't hit a planet like Earth, it shore up our comforter, our magnetosphere, with hydrogen plasma at the top of the troposphere, you know, starting 86 kilometers up. If not, it doesn't hit anything, you know, the moon, whatever, Saturn, you name it, or other loose dust, then it clears everything out of the solar system, whatever doesn't get sucked into, made into a planet as Stardust will, Angel. Then it goes out to shore up the shielding to that point where that's as far as it'll go, and then it'll start interacting. Depending on what energy the sun's putting out, as well as what energy the stars or the cosmos is putting out. Energy, matter, can be dust in it. It can just be X-rays, free electrons, whatever. Gamma rays. Accelerated hydrogen, that's what most of it is out there. Yeah, I finally found that NASA link again with the nice look at the trough at the edge of the magnetosphere, the astrosphere, not around the Earth, but around the solar system, around the star, basically. Our other comforter. That's where all this hydrogen ends up, all this star matter. Just like it builds up our atmosphere. Because you can only get, anything that's not monotonic clumps together and gets big enough, and then it comes down to Earth. Well, nice and springy here. I just love it. I don't think I'm gonna do too well in the heat yet. Well, I know I never will, because part of my guts are missing, so I can't take up as much water. But I sure am appreciating this spring. A hell of a lot more closer to being alive than last year. I'm glad to share it with anyone who may find value in watching. Peace out. Stand up to your responsibilities, citizens, sentient beings, sovereign beings, slaves, serfs, servitudes, and slave masters. Yeah. It's the only way you're gonna adjust to how Earth's gonna rebalance things, I think. Without sounding too granola-ish. Metaphysical. That's not at all what I'm saying. Get a handle on your nukes, and then just keep moving down the line. Your GMOs. Do GMOs first, maybe, whatever you want. Get out your genetic doomsday bombs, and then your nuclear doomsday bombs, and then starting on the human-created irritants, carcinogenics. It'll do soft kill, but won't necessarily exterminate by breaking the genetic matrix to where it keeps mutating and nothing survives. Not even that 1%. That lucky 1%. Everything to lose. Nothing to win by acting like beasts. Including your own existence.